Hello, it's Adventurous Man again. Okay, I've swapped the cells around. Now I've got the one that's insulated on all the electrodes on the outside, leaving just the washers there in the middle. Here goes the other one here, nice and shiny as you can see. Now to make it all the same, and just in case it does matter, the head side with the head of the bolt, I'm always saying is negative. This is sometimes apparently, but from what I've seen in other experiments from other people, that if you switch around, especially after a long period of time, the plates have become some sort of memory or something. So if you turn it around one way, it's not so powerful, but you get a lot more gas production if you put it around the original way. Something we'll have to look into later on. It's probably something to do with the coloration, which I've noted there on the surfaces there. Like that, something along those lines. May have something to do with it. Okay, now I forgot to mention that I'm using distilled water and potassium hydroxide. I measure 1 litre of distilled water, and I'm putting in 50 grams of potassium hydroxide. Okay, turning the sucker on now, and it's going. Now while I was pulling this apart to put the next cell in, the exit tube fell off, so I have to keep the pressure down because it's still got silicon in it. Just needs a little pressure down. Because of this, the tube that's in there fills up with water, so it takes some time for the gas to come out. But when it does, it's quite obvious. Okay, there it goes there, starting now. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go, it's starting, see? Now I've got the cap off, well not off but up, so it's letting the gas escape. Notice the production is just around the washer, and there are bubbles around the other parts. It's probably from oxygenation of the water, I'm guessing, or there may be little bits there that isn't fully insulated. However, we do notice that instead of 2 1/4 amps to start off with, we're running it under 2 amps, more like 1 3/4 in fact. Don't know if you can quite see that, it's very hard, and we're running it around about the same voltage. Now in the last one, it started at 2.2 amps, 2.5 amps approximately, and it actually eventually, over a period of 4 minutes, went up to about 2.5 amps. Obviously due to heating of the solution. Okay, still bubbles. Now this won't be highly accurate, but we'll stop that. Oh, it's still going. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Okay, from the last experiment, clear it. Let's get this one started. Okay, excuse me while I juggle my fingers. And let's go. The clock is running. Put my finger on top of that, and she is still going. Sweet. So presumably the production will be just as fast, or even slightly faster due to the temperature. Now when I put it apart, I put the thermometer into the water, and it measured 21 degrees Celsius. Before I did that, I noticed that the ambient temperature outside here in the room was about 19 degrees Celsius. So assuming that the water is the same temperature as the ambient temperature to begin with, it rose about 2 degrees Celsius. It should do that, or even slightly less over the same sort of period of time, I'm thinking, with this one. Hopefully even less. Simply because there shouldn't be so much leakage current therefore should be less heating of the water, especially since there's less current going through the water as a whole. Now, there we go. She's focusing reasonably well today. Lucky us. As you can see, no, it still isn't quite 2 amps. So, in fact, it's hovering closer to 1.5 than it is to 1.75, which is interesting in itself. But then, I know it's on its side, but we've only been going for about 1 minute 45. Hang on a sec, just bear with me. Now, isn't that the smart thing to do, eh? There we go. That's how long it's been going for so far. And we have that much. Remember, if we're going for about 4 minutes to get 100 mils, it would be sweet. Also remember that I'm having to hold this down, so it's not really a proper test because goodness knows how much gas is leaking. However, as hard as it is, notice that it's still bubbling. Notice it as it hits the surface there. There it goes. See it just. I'll have to do a better container so we can actually see what's going on. Easier to see. Now I should be getting ready to go out tonight and tidying up a little bit just in case I bring somebody home. Don't think that's likely to happen, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. So I've done that. There we go. Yes, we do have gases escaping. I just noticed bubbles around the edge there where I'm holding it down. In fact, you might be able to see it. Oh no, you can't. So I'll need to do something about that and do a proper test. Still some gases getting through though. Probably, if we say about half. Like I said, we won't know for sure until I actually fix the problem. Oh, well, at least we can see it's going and I know what the problem is and we can do a better job of it. It's nice to see the cells going. Remember, this is just one pair. My cells will have larger washers and just as many, of course. I've got a new way, so I might thought of a new way, so I might be able to pack them in tighter and more efficiently. So I might get an extra pair in. At the moment, there's a total of about I think it's a total of about 11 pairs. I think something like that. 11 surfaces anyway. Okay, well I think this is a bit of a washout, so we'll disregard there, but it's nice to know that it's working. This is Adventurous Man out.